Hello everyone, my name is David Guillen, and today I'm going to be showing you all how to make a pork roast. Now, when I say pork roast, are you thinking of some boring dish that your mom cooks up? Something that doesn't even compare to steaks or burgers on the grill? Well no, this is not your ordinary pork roast. This pork roast will have your taste buds thanking you and wanting more after you take that first bite. So, with that said, let me take you through what you're going to need to make this dish. Now before I take you through what you're going to need for this pork roast, let me just have you know that you can get any of these ingredients at your local supermarket. Now, let me explain what you're going to need. You're going to need a pan. It doesn't matter too much on what size it is, but as long as your pork roast or pork roast fit inside the pan. I'm using 2 pounds of pork roast, 1 pound and 1 pound. So you got the pan, the 2 pork roasts. Then I have Dr. B, similar to Dr. Pepper. You know, it would be better to use Dr. Pepper just because it's a name brand. Anyway, you're gonna need orange juice, simply orange. You're gonna need chipotle pepper sauce in adobo sauce, and you're gonna need 1 orange. And I almost forgot, you're going to need aluminum foil to cover this all. Now that I've told you what you're going to need, now let me go into further detail on how much you're going to use of each ingredient. Now before I begin preparing any of this, I'm going to start out by washing my hands. Now, according to healthbridge.org, 1 in 3 E. coli occurrences is caused by not washing your hands before handling food. And let me tell you, I don't want to be one of those E. coli occurrences. Step number 1, place the pork roast inside the pan. Now I already have 1 in there, so I just need to open this sucker up and put the second one in there. Just, it's that easy. You know, if you wanted to, you could take off this fat right here. You could cut it off with a knife, but you know, I'm just gonna leave it in there. Maybe because I'm lazy, I don't know, or I just like the fat. Anyway, the next step now is to get either, you want to start with Dr. Pepper, the orange juice. You know what? I'm going to start with the Dr. Pepper first. Now. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is easy. It's so easy. All you do is pour all of this. You want to just put all that in there. There ain't no technique to it. You just pour it right in there. Okay, easy. Anyone can do that. Now, next step is I'm going to get the orange juice. Now this one, it says shake well, so we're going to follow instructions and shake well. Peel this thing off. And now you're just going to eyeball it really. It's half of this. So you just want to pour half. Is that half? A little bit. I want to do a little more. I like orange juice. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So I poured half. Just about half. Maybe actually, I don't know. Put a little more. There we go. That's half. Next, I got my chipotles in the adobo sauce. Now I'm gonna open it with a little help from the handy dandy knife. Oh yeah. You want to be careful. You don't want to cut yourself now. Since you don't want to cut yourself, I just bend it back like that. Now this part, you just do this. Now there's chilies coming out. Don't mind the chilies. I mean, if you like them, you can eat them at the end, but usually I just pick them out. It's all for flavor. Get every last drop. Put it away. Maybe if you want to rearrange it, put the peppers on top so you can get the flavor of it on. Okay. Now the next step is I have this orange here, and I'm going to cut it up. Now my plan is to cut it into thin slices and lay it on top. Okay, folks, we're back. I have my friend here helping me cut these oranges into thin slices. The reason she is because I accidentally cut my finger and I don't want to infect the food with my blood. So this is how you cut the oranges into thin slices, just like that. She's doing a perfect job. Great. Okay, thanks to my lovely friend, she cut all these oranges for me because I cut my finger. And, well, I don't need these oranges, so I'm just going to discard them. It's the ends. I don't need them. But this right here, if you look, this is what you want. This is the goal. My friend did a great job. Now what I'm gonna do with this is I'm just gonna place oranges on top of the roast like this, just so when it's baking in that oven, it's gonna just fill this roast with so many great juices that your taste buds are just gonna be ready to die for. So I'm just gonna put those right over there. Perfect. Now it's, oh, I almost forgot. I need to cover it with foil. Now, I just need to do this. Now you want the foil to be tightly on the pan. The reason is because while it's in the oven, it's going to create moisture and water is going to try to seep out, and you want to get it so tight that that water is not going to be able to seep out. Okay, now finally I have sealed the pan tightly. I really believe that no water is going to be able to come out of there or seep out into the oven. So with that said and all this is done, now I get to put it in the oven. Now I forgot to tell you, you're supposed to preheat the oven to 300 degrees. You should have done that, you know, prior to any of this, so it's ready to put in the oven when you're all through. So I already preheated the oven. Now just gotta put it in the oven and wait. This is gonna take 6 hours. That's the downfall of all of this, but I think it's gonna really be worth it in the end. Another thing, and that's all. Okay, here we go. You want to be safe when you're putting it in the oven, children. Yeah. Okay, it's been approximately 3.5 hours since it's been in the oven. I just took it out, as you can see. I could have left it in for 6, but I checked how tender it was, and at 3.5 hours it was tender enough, so it's all good to go. If you want to take a look at the finished product, this is it. I mean, this could go good with mashed potatoes or whatever you think, but yeah, this is it. And thank you for watching.